morning, dear all. Now this section we are going to discuss about the various instruments which are used to verify the Ohm's and Kirchhoff's law. The first apparatus required is nothing but DC regulated supply. So first you have to connect the main cord to the power supply and switch on the power supply. Next, after connecting, here it is the main, so you have to turn on the main. Now the regulated power supply is turned on. This section represents what is the voltage that should be now available. It is 2.4 voltage. With the help of this, we can change the voltage up to maximum 30 voltage. Alright. So this is the coarse knob. By adjusting the coarse knob, we can vary the voltage in a speed way. Suppose I want to change the voltage at a fine level, some 8.7 or 8.8. For that, a fine knob is given. So if we are adjusting this, the voltage level varies in a minute way. This DC, that is RPS, regulated power supply, if you see here, so 0 to 30 volts means with the help of this power supply, we can change the voltage from 0 to 30. Similarly, the current variation given by this supply is 0 to 2 ampere. Next, if you see here it is a DC, so the supply voltage obtained by the regulated power supply is nothing but only DC. For a DC, we are having two terminal. One is plus terminal and another one is minus terminal. Plus terminal, it is universal. It is made up of a red knob, and minus terminal with a universal rule, it is made up of a black knob. Then this is a current limit. Suppose while starting your while using your DC regulated power supply, the first setup before switching on, you have to make the current limit maximum. Then only the resistor will be protected. After that only you have to switch on the supply. So what is the thing we are going to discuss now? This is RPS, regulated power supply. Maximum voltage given by this supply is 0 to 30 volts. With the help of the coarse knob, we can change the voltage level at a faster rate. With the help of a fine knob, we can change the voltage level at a minute level. It has two terminals. Since it is a DC, it has plus terminal and a minus terminal. Then this is a current limit. Before turn on the supply, you have to turn the knob such that the current limit position should be the maximum one. And next instrument we are utilizing this experiment is nothing but an ammeter terminal. So this is a portable DC ammeter. So which place we want, we can move this ammeter. For suppose in a Ohm's law and Kirchhoff's law, actually there are two types of meters are there. One is a DC meter and another one is a AC meter. If you see the DC meter, the terminal is definitely plus, the other terminal is termed as minus. Here the two knobs are there. What is the meaning? Suppose my maximum current range is 0 to 50 limits. This will be acting as a plus terminal and this will be acting as the 50 range will be acting as a negative terminal. Suppose in a circuit, I have to obtain the maximum limit of 100 milliampere. This will be acting as a plus terminal and the 100 knob will be acting as a minus terminal. Right. So this is working. Suppose for all the DC meter, the symbol is a straight line is there. Whereas if it is an AC meter, we will discuss in next classes. It will be an sinusoidal symbol will be here. Right. This is a scale. Suppose if you see the scale range of the milliammeter, the scale is started from 0 to 100. If suppose I will utilize the 50 Z plus terminal and minus terminal is nothing but 50. Suppose if the needle is placed at the 50 means in the full scale reading it is 100. But I we convert this reading into 50 means if the terminal in the 50 range shows at the 50 position, the original reading is nothing but 50 divided by 2, 25 milliamperes. Instead, I am using this as a plus terminal and 100 as a negative terminal. Suppose if the needle deflection position point the 50 milliampere position, we take the reading as it is, that is 50 milliampere. Then the next meter we are using this in the Ohm's law verification is voltmeter. I already showed that voltmeter, this straight symbol indicates it is a DC meter. If it is a DC meter, it has a plus terminal and another one is a minus terminal. In this voltmeter in our laboratory, this voltmeter we can change the range from 3 voltage, 7.5 voltage, 15 voltage and 30 voltage. 30 voltage. But if you see the full scale reading of the voltmeter, it will be starting from 0 and ends with 3. So I will connect the plus terminal and the negative terminal is 3 using the knob 3. Then suppose if the reading deflection points to 1.6, take it as 1.6 voltage. Otherwise, suppose I am using plus as a plus terminal and 15th knob as a negative terminal. Suppose my needle position will points to voltage means the full scale reading is 3, but I am using the 15 as a negative terminal. How the 15 is achieved with the help of the 3? 3 should be multiplied by 5, then 15 voltage is obtained. So if you are connecting the negative in the 15th terminal, my reading deflection points the 2 voltage, 2 into 5 in the tabulation you have to mark it as 10 volts. In this manner, the voltage meter reading is tabulated. Thank you. Okay. Now we are going to determine the value of the resistance using color coding concept. Right. The formula, that is the word used for the color coding concept is B.B. Roy, Great Britain, very good wife. The first B meant for black color, the second B meant for brown color, the third R meant for red color, O meant for orange, Y for yellow, G for green color, B for blue color and V for violet color, the G, last G for grey color and the last one is for white color. Then you have to put the numeral values for each and every color. Black represents 0, brown represents 1 and 2, red for 2 and so on up to white. Right. So by using these two things, how we will determine the value of the resistance. If you see the resistance, here your 4 bands are there. So you have to keep the last band should be either gold in color or silver in color. The gold color represents the 5% tolerance. The red silver color represents the value, the practical value should be having a 10% tolerance. Right. Therefore, you have to keep the resistor such that the gold or silver should be the last band. So, the first 3 colors you have to taken. The first color in this resistor is orange. The second color is also orange. The third color is brown. Then how you will be calculate? So, if you see the band, right? So, that is the first one is orange. The second band is also orange and the third band is brown. If you see the figures, what is the value, numerical value associated for orange color? It is 3. So 3. And again orange 3. So only for the first 2 color you have to put the corresponding numeral values. But for the third color coding you have to see what is the value of the brown. So 1. So you have to put such amount of zeros in that place. Brown is 1 means you have to put only 0. That is 1 0. That is 1 0. Otherwise 10 power 0. So put 0 in that position. Suppose for example, if you see this color coding, right? So the first one is red in color, இது வேறு ப்ரௌனே வராமல் வேறு எடுத்துக்கலாம். ஆரஞ்சு மாதிரி இப்போ வேறு சிஸ்டர் ப்ரௌன் வராமல் ஆரஞ்சு, இது ஆரஞ்சு. ரைட். இஃப் யூ see the color coding, the first one is brown, the second one is black, the third one is orange in color. So what is a brown? What is the numeral value related to brown? 1. What is the numeral value related to black? 0. What is the numeral value related to 3? But 3, that means you are put 3 zeros here. So this value is 10 kilo ohm. So in this way, you have to calculate the resistor value using the color coding concept.